What's good, guys? Sport Card Tom. First episode. I'm not back on an episode. This is my first ever episode for SlabStoxFC and SlabStox. If you saw my previous episode with Aaron, we spoke a little bit about the Topps Chrome product, which has just come out, our thoughts on that. And Aaron kindly asked me to be the host of the SlabStoxFC show, which I obviously couldn't say no. It's a huge opportunity. If anybody involved in sports cards and soccer cards or football cards, whatever you want to call it, was offered an opportunity as such, you'd have taken it. It's a pretty big platform, and I was quite humbled and honoured to have the opportunity to be sat here in front of you guys today, talking about something I feel a lot of us are mutually tied to, in regards to football cards, soccer cards, and I just feel like it's an opportunity, not only for myself, but for us as a community to grow this space into something bigger. Now, a little bit about myself is my name's Tom Wakefield. I'm from about 45 minutes outside of Manchester in the UK. 25 years old. Been collecting for nearly a year now. I'm 3 days off a year. The 9th of January 2020 was when I actually started collecting and buying cards. So I'm fairly new to the hobby compared to some of your OGs who were buying, World Cup Prism in 2018 and whatnot. But I feel like in the time and the short tenure I've had in the hobby, I feel like I've learned a lot, and gained a lot of knowledge, a lot of traction in the space. And I feel like, I'm still learning as well. And I feel like the majority of us are still learning from each other. And we have certain paths we can follow and certain people who we can learn from and help teach as well. So I'm gonna get this out of the way. I'm a Manchester United fan through and through. My favorite player right now, Marcus Rashford. Now with SlabStox, it's sort of a professional platform where you guys like to sort of come dissect content in regards to specific players, cards, sets, and rookies, legends. That's what I'm hoping to introduce a little bit more of is the sort of legend culture and the vintage culture as well. And I want to remain as unbiased. So my sort of plea to you guys is whenever I'm talking about cards and it involves potentially talking about Manchester United or Marcus Rashford or Martial or Greenwood, I'm going to try and remain as impartial as possible. Obviously, you will know now that I support Manchester United and they are my players, my PC, I guess you could say. But when we're delivering news and we're delivering sort of statistics and facts about these teams and players, I feel like it's very important for me not to influence it by my personal emotion towards a team or a player, and sort of just provide the facts and sort of the key notes you could take away from each player or situation, and then let you guys make the informative decision yourself as to whether or not you want to progress into buying that player or maybe look elsewhere in a different player. Or if I'm making a comparison, try and keep it even and not sort of lean towards one specific player. And that could go for any player that I'm talking about, whether I've got a sort of personal belief in them or I feel like they're going to be successful. I've been on Instagram for just under a year. February, I started my Instagram account, Sport Card Time, as you can see at the bottom. Amassed quite a following on there, which I didn't expect. I only started an Instagram account is because I was buying these sports cards and I just liked them so much. I just wanted to post them. I got away from buying packs on FIFA. That was the big thing. I was wasting a lot of money buying packs on FIFA Ultimate Team. So I just sort of wanted to get away from that FIFA, like digital virtual money being pumped into a game. And I wanted to put my money into like a hard asset, which is why I started collecting sports cards. Creating my Instagram, I've made so many friends through the Instagram. It's crazy. I think it's one of the best places right now to sort of connect with people and find people who are sort of into our niche as well. And it's only going to keep growing. So if you haven't already said hello, pop up to me on Instagram. Let's talk cards. Let's chat about who you support, who you think could be potentially one of the next up and coming rookies who may not be getting a lot of attention right now. So that's just a little intro on myself. Sport Card Time. I'm going to be taking over the Sunday show every single Sunday. I'm going to be bringing guests on. So if you in the sort of round to potentially want to come onto one of these shows, by all means, drop me a message and we'll link, we'll talk, and potentially we could have you on the show one day. Again, I'm in a position, I'm in a blessed position. Thank you to SlabStox and Aaron. But I also want to use this not only for myself and not only to grow myself and my name, and you guys get to know me, but I want to get to know you guys. I want the community as a whole to grow. That's my main thing. Is yeah, you can come to a center point to watch the content, but without you guys, we can't grow the content and see what we need to do better and sort of evolve it. So by all means, message me. Let's talk. Let's have debates. Let's have a fun time. This is going to be a fun journey for myself, and I hope you guys are, you'll be on board. And if you're not, that's fine. Hopefully, I can win you around. But I want to do a good job. And if I'm doing something wrong or something you don't like, call me out on it. Give me feedback. I'm open to criticism. I'm not going to turn my head at somebody who criticizes me. I want to get better. I'm not the best on camera yet. I'm not the best talking, but hopefully we can get there. So anyway, topic of discussion. I was just segueing out of an introduction. I want to get into some sort of topic, at least for my first video. And I thought, what better way to discuss something other than Immaculate right now? As I'm recording this on the 6th, yesterday we had the announcement of the EPL Prism. I'm going to be talking about EPL Prism, not the 10th, I believe. We're going the 17th, the day of the Manchester United Liverpool game. Oh, the 17th is the day that there's going to be a video talking about EPL Prism. But Immaculate. So Immaculate comes out on the 8th. So as you're watching this video, if you're watching it on the Sunday, it's been out 2 days for you guys now. You may have seen sort of the breaks and what's sort of come out of specific boxes and what hits have been pulled. But as of right now, me recording this, I haven't seen that personally, so I can't sort of elaborate on that. Maybe I'll do a follow-up on my thoughts of the overall product. But right now, I'm just going off what I can see on the checklist. I'm not going to be able to cover the whole checklist because it is quite in-depth. But just my first thoughts and opinions of the product itself. So, Immaculate, for me, it's a great card, a great set. I feel like it's sort of one of them figureheads in cards where it's always going to be there. It's sort of more of a prestigious card or set. Obviously, you got the thicker cards, so they are typically a bit harder to grade. But in previous sets, they've had a good pool of players, and that's one thing which, just from reading the checklist, has sort of excited me about this release. Is they've got a huge depth of young talent, current stars, and players who are sort of just getting towards the end of their career, and they've got a huge like pool of older players. So I mean, just to name a few off, obviously, you got Bakayoko Saka, you've got Erling Haaland, Fati, Kylian Mbappe, Sandro Tonali, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Giovanni Reyna's in there, Mason Mount, Mason Greenwood. There's a lot of top prospects who people have already been sort of pouring money into their other products. So one thing about two of those players, which is, well, three actually, is first of all, Ansu Fati and Mason Greenwood both had rookie tickets in Panini Chronicles. So in Panini Chronicles, that was, I think, Ansu Fati's, besides Mega Cracks, that is his first sort of like US Premier product, I guess you could say. Other than like Topps Now stuff as well. So obviously Panini, keeping it Panini basis, his first Panini Premier like product since Chronicles, which is crazy. Same as Erling Haaland. Same as Mason Greenwood. Sorry, same as Mason Greenwood. It's actually Erling Haaland's first Panini product. Obviously, he's got the fuzzball sticker, but in terms of cards, it's his first Panini card, if I'm not mistaken. Which is insane as well. That's a huge thing. Obviously, you've just had the Topps Chrome, the Topps Chrome Sapphire coming out, which he's got them cards in. He's got obviously his Topps Now cards, rookie cards. He's got the Bundesliga Topps curated sets and the Transcendent. He's got a ton of cards out, but in terms of Panini based, he didn't have anything in 2020 Select. He didn't have anything in Chronicles, and this is his first Panini actual physical card. So I'm expecting the price of that to be, I'm going to say it's going to be quite significant, although it is, like I say, a thicker card, harder to grade. I feel like if you get any sort of parallels with that Erling Haaland card, it's going to be worth a ton of money. I'll be very surprised if not. Same with Ansu Fati. Obviously, again, he's had the Chronicles. He's had the Panini Mega Cracks as well. But I feel like Ansu Fati right now, he's a hot one. Obviously, he's injured, so his price is sort of decreased a little bit since his injury. But I feel like Ansu Fati is one of them stars in the hobby where people are just going to continuously want to pick up and sort of chase in terms of breaking. The product itself in terms of value. So this has been a topic through a lot of people. I'm going to get back into players, but in terms of the value, obviously, just bridging off the prices of breaks and stuff. I think blowout cards have it over $2,000 a box right now for Immaculate. For an individual, I think that's ridiculous. I think it's insane. But when you look at it from like a product, like if you look at Panini, if you look at Impeccable, right? If you look at Impeccable, them boxes individually sound for like $1,700 when they first come out. Now, Immaculate's I think Immaculate's a miles more prestigious product than Impeccable, which warrants the price to be more. But in a general conversation, a general topic of should Immaculate be that price in the first place, I don't think it should be. I think it's very, very overly priced. I think breaks are going to be very expensive to get into. Shout out SlabStox Breaks. If you do break it, break with them. But I think the one thing I would suggest, if you're looking to pick up any of these players, and you're sort of got a history of breaking and you've not done very well, or you're looking into different ways to pick these cards up, I would say just wait for singles to hit eBay. I think that's the best way for you to sort of pick these players up. Yeah, Haaland's going to be hard to find. Fati's going to be hard to find, even possibly Mbappe. But it's going to be so much more cost effective for you guys to pick these cards up as singles rather than trying to get the product, either break it yourself or get into a break. So that's just my opinion. Like I said, huge like youth pool of talent. Saka, Haaland, Fati, Mbappe, Tonali, Adoy, Reina, Mount, Greenwood, and there's many more that I'm missing off. They're just a few I've got noted here on the side. That's just in themselves. That's a huge pool of talent for people to be looking into. Again, I'm sorry if I've missed someone or one of your favorite players in the set and I didn't pick him up on the chat list. But again, moving away from youth, what I really like about Immaculate is they mix in a lot of older players and a lot of legends, we can call them. Obviously, notes have got notable names right now. You've got obviously Alan Shearer, leading all-time Premier League goal scorer. You've got Nesta, Del Piero, Antonio Conte, Puyol, Maradona. Obviously, rest in peace, legend. He's one of the greatest to ever do it. Diego Simeone from the Atletico Madrid manager. And I think the big one, which I think we're going to show a few images on screen, is David Beckham. So David Beckham actually came out of a post today. It was a paid promotion, which is interesting because this sort of shows in a way how cards are being influenced not only by sort of ourselves and the people buying them, but the actual celebrities. I mean, we saw Luka Doncic talk about his basketball card saying he wants them. Obviously, this is a paid partnership from David Beckham and Panini, but he stated, growing up, I loved collecting the Panini books and stickers. It's great to be joining the Panini America family to work with them on their range of cards and memorabilia. And it's a booklet. It's a Manchester United booklet. He also has a Manchester United milestones card and a Real Madrid celebration signatures, which is ridiculous. I mean, if I was to personally pull one of those cards out of a break or out of a pack or out of a box of Immaculate, I'd geek out. Obviously, again, going back to me, I'm a Manchester United fan. But David Beckham is not just a legend of football. He's a legend of, he's just an icon. He's iconic in and outside of the game of football. You know, he's probably one of the most recognizable footballers in the world. And to have a on-card auto is just going to be ridiculous. So keep your eyes out for those cards because these are going to be hot. They're going to be very, very desired. I'm going to assume that's why. I think I saw Manchester United in a 2-box break for about $450, something around that. So I mean, again, I'm not sort of enticing breaking because I feel like it's gambling in a way. If you're going to break, be careful and sort of going with the expectation that there's a very, very low chance you're going to pull one of these big cards. At the end of the day, I could say what's best for any business or any breaker, but in my heart of hearts, I know that a lot of people are probably going to miss out or lose a lot of money trying to chase these cards. And again, that's why I sort of think waiting for singles to hit the market would probably benefit you in terms of trying to get the cards that you want. So again, this has just been a short video. I just wanted to sort of talk a little bit about Immaculate. I'm trying to learn the being on video type of stuff as well as speaking my mind and trying to stay on track of any sort of topic conversation. As I'm recording this, the announcement has already been out. I want to thank you all who have followed me, who have left a message on the post, who have hit me up saying, you know, you're going to kill it, you're going to crush it. I hope this short introduction video was sufficient enough for you guys. I'm sure if not, you guys will hit me up. Like I said, I want any feedback. If you didn't like the video, put it in the comments. Let me know. I want to improve. I want to sort of come in and sort of warm the hearts of you guys, because obviously this is a completely different audience. This isn't my audience. You guys are here because Aaron's built this SlabStoxFC. I'm not Aaron. I'm a completely different person. The way I see things, the way Aaron sees things are different. Aaron's going to be around. He's probably going to be on a few episodes. Next week's episode, as you're watching this, I'm going to have a guest, like I said. We're going to break down probably a bit of the EPL Prism, talk about that, get into their personal story, just like Aaron was doing with like the short mini documentary series with individuals. That's what I want to do. I want to question people on what works for them, what they like, what they see, who they like, and just see where it leads. And obviously, we're going to do product reviews and talk about upcoming products and checklists as and when we can. But as of right now, this is episode 1 from myself. Sport Card Tom, hit me up on Instagram. I'm going to be doing a personal podcast as well. So if you want to follow that for a bit more in depth of what I'm talking about, I want to also just talk a little bit about football, soccer. I want to bridge the gap as well. I feel like one thing that we can grow on this channel is discussing both soccer cards and the actual soccer. So I want to be able to talk about specific games, matches, moments of players maybe going and like scoring a hat trick, and then what that could potentially do to players' cards, whether it could increase them, decrease them, whether or not, you know, people should be looking out for different cards or different players off certain situations, you know, positions in leagues running up to the Euro, the World Cup coming, 2026 World Cup, which is going to be huge. Yeah, there's tons of different things we can talk about and topics. But again, I appreciate you watching. I'm rambling on, so take it easy, guys. Peace.